All right, welcome back to Mind Over Emotions, the podcast. I'm your host, Herc. And if, like always, if you haven't already, go ahead and follow us on Instagram at Mind Over Emotions _VDP, as well on TikTok at Mind Over Emotions, the podcast. And if you, like I said, if you have not, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and like this episode. And to all you guys out there, happy Father's Day. I hope you guys get everything that you deserve and you get shown appreciation and love because that's what you deserve. Also, so the samples are in. I do got to edit something on one of the shirts, but I am wearing one of the shirts. At some point throughout the episode, I'll stand up so you can see it. And I will drop it at the end of this video. If you're interested in getting one, go ahead and look into the description. You'll see the email there. Shoot me a message, and we'll get you a shirt sent out, okay? All right, so today I got two of my brothers with me. Y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves.
It's the returning champ, Tyra Love. I'm 40. I'll be 41 in September. We're talking about the kids too, right? So I'm the father of two. My son's 20. Daughter is 8. That's a big age gap. And I'm from New Jersey.
My name is Sam. God damn. Birthday in September, I will be 37. I got 3 kids, 1 boy, 2 girls. Oh my God. Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Was your father a part of your life?
Not my birth father, no.
But you did have some kind of male role model you would call your father?
Adopted by 2 of them. I'm with one who's had me since I was, early double digits.
Wait a minute. You said you were adopted by 2? 2 different dudes? Okay, can you
I was adopted pretty much 3 times altogether. My uncle don't count because he just did it for his little sister. But then I was adopted again by my sister's friend, her family, Steve. I was the only boy in that family with 2 older sisters. But
Okay.
I would still have a relationship with my family. I chose to get the fuck away. There was 16 of us. With 2 parents, and they're both women. No. Hell no. My role models are always in and out of prison.
Okay.
And then my dad now, who been there since I was I want to say 12, 13, basically adopted me.
Okay. All right. So today what we're going to be talking about is the ups, the downs, and just your view on fatherhood. First, before I get into that, Ty, remind us, was your father a part of your life growing up?
Oh yeah, my dad he came down and got me when I was 2.5, 3 from my birth mother and had me ever since. So it's a little bit opposite. So my mother was a person who took care of me. That's my stepmother, but my dad's dope, man. He at times he was hard. But I wouldn't be sitting here today if it wasn't for him. I'm super appreciative that he made the decision that he did. Definitely at that age, that's my guy, man. I love him to death.
Well, happy Father's Day to your father. Hey, you guys drop in the comments if y'all think that Ty's voice sounds like a mixture of Barry White and Darth Vader.
Can't get up.
The whole time
for your love, baby.
All right, so I got a couple questions to ask you guys today. You guys just be honest. We're all going to answer these questions, okay? So the first question is going to be, do you believe the social construct of what a man is to be is over the top? I mean, is it the expectations too high? What do you think, Sam?
I kind of think, it's hard to answer on that because it's not necessarily, I don't know the whole aspect of what people think it is, but you wouldn't really know unless it was in that shoes. So as a man, oh yeah, it's what you can do, honestly, because I can't really see no bad father unless you choose not to be in a kid's life. But as much as you can provide is as much as you can provide what anybody says. It really doesn't matter. You can work at McDonald's and your kid got everything and you got nothing.
Okay, so by thinking of it this way, right? The basics of what society, what women and all that.
Yeah, it's too high. From their point of view, yeah.
That's what I'm asking you. So why do you think it's too high?
Because in their minds, as a baby father, they put you on their own pedestal where they want this, they want that. They expect you to do this, you expect you to do that, because you did that before there was any child involved. And they want you to continue for both of them. But at the same time, they put it in a situation to where they don't want to be with you, but they want everything from you. It don't work that way. I understand if you're in a relationship, you're not a baby father no more. You're a parent. You're a parent regardless, but you're a mother and father. You're a pair. You're a team. When you separate, that's honestly, you did that. So now it's just one parent and another parent for the kid. You don't have to do anything together, but they want something from you. They want something from the kid. But if you miss one thing from the kid, then you're a lousy baby father. You're a piece of nothing. No.
What you think, Ty?
Because I have custody of my kids, I don't know how to really answer. So I'm just gonna go by what I see.
Okay.
And it's a yes and no answer. Depends. Really depends. Now, you go on the high end, you look at these celebrities and all these issues that's going through there. Does it really take $100,000 a month to take care of a kid? I don't know.
Hell no.
I'm going to say no, because I feel as if it don't, considering the fact that I raised mine without child support. And when things was rough, I still provided and had to get things done. And then on the other side, no, because there are some people out there that just don't do anything. So therefore, everything's a balance in that, right? You have some to the extreme left, you have some to the extreme right. Somewhere down the middle is the truth. That depending on the situation, and depending on your particular situation, it may be too high, may be too low, may be just right. It's all about your perspective and what you got to go through. So that's just how I see it, because again, I ain't have to deal with none of that. So
yeah, that's got to be a blessing to not have to deal with that. But I can see your point as well.
It definitely, like, some of the stories I heard, then listening, it's the same here. It's like I thank God every day. Like, man, no offense what I'm about to say, I'm not him.
I don't blame
you. You know, see what I'm saying? Like, it has to be beyond frustrating.
Yeah.
To want to be a part of your kid's life, but because you may not be able to provide X, all of a sudden I can't go see Y.
Yeah.
Like, I can't see my son because I can't give you what you think you want me to give, or I'm not paying attention to you, or I'm not paying you, wherever these situations are. It sounds terrible.
But that's because the custodial parent, whether it's male or female that's doing that, the custodial parent is using a relationship for compliance. Meaning, like, if you don't do what I want you to do, even if it's above what the state is asking you to do financially, if you don't do it, then okay, you can't see your kids. And then, now you didn't come see your kids, so you're also, a piece of crap. So it's like a catch-22. You can't really, you really can't win. So the way that I'm going to answer it is going to be twofold, because I agree with you guys when it comes to dealing with your mother of your child. I don't want to use that term, baby mama. But, well, just because I don't know you guys as a mother.
No, that's why I say my kid's mom.
Yeah, you can do that because you know her like that. I'm not going to say that. So the mother of your children. I'll say for me, I think that one, child support is too high. So I think that, like I said, social construct, they want you to be able, like you said, they want you to be able to give them everything with you being excluded from everything. You see what I'm saying? And then they want you to, how you're supposed to live a life. Then they say, oh, the black man don't got no money. Well, that's because his previous girl is taking it all. In a sense. That's not for everybody, but I'm just saying in the aspects of, like, child support is way too high. But just in general, I feel like as men, I think that we are expected to be, we're put on this pedestal, like you said, and we're expected to be borderline perfect at all times. We're literally supposed to be able to fix everything, whether it's something around the house, a car, or just fix a problem, right? So we're constantly pouring from our cup, and so when we turn around and we ask for things in return, sometimes we're kind of hit with the whole, but I got this to do, I got that to do. You see what I'm saying? But our brains never get a chance to turn off because we're always constantly dealing with fixing a problem. You see what I'm saying? And then when we're stressed out, or we're emotional, or we're going through whatever we're going through, we're also expected to not express that. Right? And then they wonder why men explode. Question number 2.
Maybe I've been doing it wrong the whole time because I don't do none of that. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, man, biggest lie.
Well, you're also in a
I'm actually in the healthy. Yeah,
you're in a different predicament.
Yeah, oh,
you know what I mean?
completely different.
I'm on that weird healthy side of that bridge.
Honestly, I wish I was you in that aspect.
But question number 2. When it comes to healthy function of a household, do you believe gender roles are still the way to go? Or is that way of thinking outdated? And if so, why?
I'll answer that easily. Just do it.
Pretty much.
If it needs to be done, get done. Like, ready? We talked, the last time I was here, we was talking about cooking, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do the majority of the cooking in the house. Not because, like, I feel as if I need to because I'm not working and she is. Like, my situation is my situation. I'm retired. I'm cool.
Yeah.
But I'm just better at it.
More fun.
It's a surprise. I'm better at it. Don't get me wrong. Which oxtail, gumbo, I won't even challenge it. There's no reason for me to do it, but I'm just better at it.
Hey, actually,
It's that simple. When ready, you know what she's better at than me. That men is supposed to do, paying the dang bills on time.
that's true.
I'll pay my bills, but if you don't think for a second, hey, look, I might be showing my black side a little too much right now. But if you think for a second, I didn't let my phone turn off at least 3 or 4 times. I'm like, oh, I forgot to pay. That's how I knew I had to pay it.
Yeah. The only reminder is when it clicks off.
Now, phone companies got smart now. They know that's what happens. So they take away that excuse. They text you like 3 days ahead of time. Like, your bills
I
due.
don't pay no attention to it.
Oh, yeah.
And that more, so, but she that on that aspect of it, she's more responsible to me.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
I really feel like that answer is actually like true. I think that if people just, I don't really believe in gender roles, but I do. I believe that there's certain aspects, like I said this before. I think I was talking to my mom maybe, and I was telling her, I was like, a lot of times as guys, it's not that we don't want to help, but you women like to say that the house is theirs, right? Or you pay the bills, and you bought the house for her, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So if she wants to clean or needs to be cleaned, you should be asking your man, like, hey, can you clean the bathroom for me, right? If you don't ask him, he gonna think that you got it. Now, on the flip side, I see what Ty's saying. If you see that the bathroom needs to get cleaned, then just clean it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I was speaking of is like, like women love to have those cleaning days. I do too. The day where you clean your house, right? And sometimes now I don't do this, and none of my people that I know do this, but I've heard stories about it. I guess the woman will start cleaning, and the guy will start playing his games or doing whatever he does.
I've had that once or twice. And
You done that?
you don't say nothing. And I ask you need help. Tell me no. What do you think I'm going to think? All right.
Exactly.
But I was always raised old school. I believe a woman should not have to take out the trash. That's guaranteed. You should, if you see it full, grab it, walk out, throw it away. But I should not walk in and see her I even tell that to the kids. No, your mother should not be able to take out the trash if there's a boy in the house.
I think that's just something that we naturally do anyway.
Yeah. Because some of them don't do it nowadays, and it's just,
Now, the problem is some of us are procrastinators.
Oh, yeah. Take it out the bag.
If we know anything,
do it later.
That's the
anything.
Libra in you.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm about to take it out.
Yep.
2 minutes later, depending on the severity of her mental state. it could be 2 seconds later. You could have been go put on some shoes or something. You ain't want to do it. Motherfuckers ain't shit.
Yeah. That's pretty much how it goes.
It happens
much,
like
yeah.
that sometimes. But I think those are extreme cases. But like I said, I'm on the other side of that conversation sometimes. It's like, I just don't deal with it. So
No, it's not worth it.
it's just,
All right, so question number 3. I'm going to lead off with you, Sam. So do you think that the way that society portrays alpha males and emotions, meaning that they cannot coexist, do you think that's accurate?
For most people, they believe it to be, but every man has had that moment where they broke down. It may not have been in front of somebody. It may have been in front of the mirror. But you can't officially say that that's true because then you're a hypocrite in yourself. Because every single man has done it once or twice, whether it be a happy one during birth or during a death where it really hits you and you never thought you would. I don't give a shit. I've cried when my mom passed away. I've cried when my kids were born. Either way, there's sometimes I miss my kids that I can't see now. I sat there and cried every time I thought about their name. The one that's talking to me, my son, I cry after we got off the phone. I just don't really tell him because I don't want him to feel like, oh, my dad's this and this and this because he's way over there. No. He understands. He talks to me. It's a happy cry. He knows that. I don't need to explain it to him. But men showing their emotions, it happens. It may not be in public. It may be in front of the other.
Do you think that men should be able to show their emotions in public?
If they would like to. I mean, as long as, honestly, keep it off of me, and I won't say nothing to you. But I'm not against somebody showing their emotions out in public. That's on them. It probably make me smile and laugh. Like, what y'all happy for? Oh shit, I'm sorry. I can comfort them at the same time, but towards me is a whole new story. Because you got women just throwing their emotions at you. No, I don't need that. No, you keep that to yourself. Keep that masculinity part gone. But the whole showing your emotions out in public with whoever you're with, let them deal with that. But at the same time, I don't give a shit. You can be right on my shoulder, happy as hell. I'm looking at you. I want to share it in the news. I'm not going to shine against it, no.
Well, what if they might be having, like, I guess you could say sad emotions? Like, maybe let's just say...
Who knows? I can probably comfort them. I probably had something related to happen to me, and I showed them how to deal with it or any way I could and any way it can help. If I got a problem with it, I'll move away from it. But if it follows me, then we might have a problem. But other than that, I'm fine with it.
What do you think, Ty?
I don't know what an alpha man is. I know what it is, but I just don't know what the hell that term is really supposed to mean. But
like you're just very much like a real man, like a leader.
It's a rhetorical thing.
Okay.
I got that.
That's my way of saying that alpha mentality nonsense is spouted by people who are probably the most emotionally unintelligent human beings to walk the earth. And if I offended you, okay. But you do what's best for your mental state. If it's crying in public, if it's crying in front of a camera, if it's just crying in the mirror. If you got to, let it out. It should rot you out from the inside out.
Yeah, it will.
So
that's what I'm saying. That's what I think happened.
So show it. And then if you have that mentality of alpha men ain't supposed to, brother, you are unhappy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You forcing yourself to smile.
You was in the army. Every time you was standing there for more than 5 minutes and somebody was just talking about something that he was unhappy. He didn't want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably like, oh, these motherfuckers.
We used to say that too, I ain't gonna lie.
I said it out loud. I told you about that.
Yeah.
I got in trouble. Sergeant Major, I like my family. I want to go home. Hey, first song, come here. Rest of y'all good. I'm like, all right, cool.
Damn.
I got yelled at and I'm like, it's the truth. We gone. Everybody got to go home. You didn't tell me I was wrong. You just yelled at me because I said it out loud.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it? No? Or you going to hold it on the inside? Okay, alpha male. Now you having 200 people mad at you. Not fun.
No.
It's not fun. Because one of them might be a click, click, bang, bang.
I'm telling you. You're going to get assassinated in your own shit.
All because you didn't want to go home. Because you didn't want to tell your wife you were sad that day. Hey,
All right, look, so at this point in the episode, I'm going to have Sam go ahead and spin the wheel real quick.
I almost did. I almost looked at it.
You can spin it. Go ahead and spin it while I'm talking. For those of you guys who are still watching, if you haven't already, go ahead and follow us on Instagram at @MinorItieMotions_VDP, on TikTok at @MinorItieMotions podcast, and go ahead and like this episode and drop in the comments what you think of it so far. So, Sam, what did you land on?
And mind you, I ain't look at none of these questions, which I should have.
No, you shouldn't have. But what did you land on?
Self-care and wellness.
All right, so self-care and wellness. That's pretty much speak about what kind of things you do to help, take care and check your own mental health and make sure that you're good.
Ooh, you hit a hard one there. That's more recent that I've been doing that. I had a lot of issues, but I just, whether I'm in front, like I said earlier, whether I'm in front of people or not, I I express my mental issues because I got DID. I got multiple personalities. So if they click over and take over, let them. I'm free. I'm happy. If I feel like smiling, I feel like smiling. If I get mad, I get mad. But if I get like violent, which is possibly rare, I just sit back, talk to myself. That's when people really like, okay. But that's how I help my mental health. I just let it out. And I hate showing emotions, but I find one person to talk to who really is willing to accept it. And I just open up.
All right. So Ty, I got a question for you.
I don't get to spin.
Nah, not yet. You gotta wait on your spin. Because I know what you're gonna land on.
That's a moment.
But no, so I got a question for you.
Rigged.
It's not rigged. Even though the first person who spun it in person, I called it while I was spinning what it was gonna be. And man, she was like, holy crap, you called it. But hey, Ty, so you can answer this one pretty well and pretty easy probably for us. What do you think is the biggest difference in raising a son versus raising a daughter?
My patience for both are the same. Very low. Very low. However, I am naturally more softer towards my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not because she's a girl. It's because I wish that's how I was able, because of the age disparity, I wish I was able to do that with him. He expresses his feelings to me now, but he has a hard time doing it because I felt as if I was too hard as a parent in general when he was that age.
Yeah.
So raising her is also helping my relationship with him as an adult now. So like I am beyond patient with her. I still don't let her get away with everything. And I would jump on her forward or on her behind if I need to and raise my voice, but it's like it's not the first thing I do.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, do you understand what you did?
Yeah.
This is why it's wrong. Don't do it again.
She's more
now
understanding.
Yeah. So now you do it again. All right, look.
Yeah.
As soon as I call her Renee, eyes get big.
Yep.
So once you use a kid middle name,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
all crap.
She went legal.
Yeah.
Oh.
eyes start watering. I'm like, nope, hold it together. Tell her what you tell her, and to her credit, she'll usually grasp it like that. Like sometimes I'll tell her, you know what you did wrong? She'll just repeat it. And it's like, why did you do that? She'll, you know what? I don't know. I'm just gonna go in my room, turn off all my stuff, and put myself on punishment. Like, all right, cool, you got it.
A lot of girls are smarter than boys.
Now they look in your face with your face in your voice and tell you some nonsense.
Yeah,
And
like you dumb.
If the cops show up, we grown. We both going to jail, man. So we need to figure so that's what it was. Like we was arguing. It's like we need to figure this out because if somebody do call, like we both going.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you about to be 20, bro. We gonna be in the same cell. I can bail out.
Yeah, we're gonna bail you out, son.
You ain't gonna get me. Nah, you got it.
Yeah.
Maybe you grown, right?
We rode in 2 different cars.
Nah, my son's a dope kid, man. He's good.
What do you think, Sam?
Man, honestly, my girl was rough on her own, and that's what made me. I had to get a little more on her. But the boy is weird. So, one boy, the 14-year-old, this little, he's a gamer, but he's a shit talker. So you have to run up and down the stairs on his ass. He'll hear your voice and he'll keep going, but when he sees you, changes everything.
Yeah.
The girl, no. She hears your voice and she'll run real quick to be your fucking angel all over again.
So your son act like you don't exist until he sees you.
Yeah.
He ain't real yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
my
the
bad.
motherfucker be on the phone talking. Oh my God. I can hear his mama. I guess he did something and she'll call him Little Sam. Hey, that is not my problem. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, he did such and such. Well, that is something I would do. I can't get mad at him, so it's her turn to yell. Go ahead, yell. But then I get the phone calls and text messages. I'm like, oh, here we go with this shit. I already know what's going on. But the little girl, she's getting mouthy like mom. When they hit teenagers, you're on your own. I'm good. Mm-mm. They want me home.
All right, Ty, go ahead and spin that wheel for me.
I hope I break it.
Yeah. Big shout out to Ty, man. He's about to compete in his very first bodybuilding.
I need to know that mind up in.
Yeah, man. If you're in the PNW area, out in August, no September. Go ahead and show up the Federal Way and show them some love and support. Dream out, Ty.
See Federal Way where?
Let's see. Here we go. You get support. Look at that.
I go to Federal Way all the time. I was raised in King County.
He's like, I'm gonna find out anyway.
I ran out of gas right in front of your building, man.
I'm cool, but mine is mental health and addiction.
Mental health and addiction.
Is that what it says? Yeah. Is that what it says? Is that what you said I was gonna get?
Nope.
Oh, okay. My mental health is always sporadic. I have more anger issues than anything else. I've talked about that before, so I'm not gonna go into a deep dive about that one again. But I traded one addiction for another. I think I get it from my birth mother, where I have an affinity for alcohol, drugs, and things of that nature. So instead of doing those things, I just focus it into something else. I get hyper-focused on working out, school, gaming. If something just happens to spark my interest, I would do the deepest of deep dives, learn everything about it, and then instantly be bored and go find that next fix I need to get. So that's how I manage mine, but I think it's not a big deal to do that, but I've been told that it's like, hey, like the fact that you recognize it and you control it on your own and everything else like that is absolutely crazy. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's just what I do, so.
All right, so this last question I have for you guys. We're all going to answer this question, even me, because it's kind of personal. Not really personal, but it's like your personal opinion and what you actually do.
What you got up your short sleeves?
Huh?
What you got up your short sleeves?
Oh. He came over here. Okay.
I ain't know he's going to pull the tricks out. I ain't.
This is the short sleeves. So pretty much.
Think he's going to pull that out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you about to rip the shirt, Hercules.
All right, man. I'll take that compliment. Especially since I can't train arms right now. But
That's your question, bro.
I know. This is Sam, man. Look. So as men, obviously we're leaders. We're protectors. And we're just like kind of like everything falls on our shoulders, right? And when it comes to our families and our household, everything is up to us. Everything starts with the head and it works its way down, right? So, what kind of things do you practice at home to make your family and your loved ones who live in your household with you comfortable to express their emotions, to talk about their feelings, and to seek help from the people who love them? What kind of things do you do to make it easy for them to do that in your household?
Speak mine.
Yeah.
Open up. I speak mine and flat out tell them
the truth.
Like there's no, hey, no, I'm not okay, but I don't feel like talking about it right now. Hey, so you understand, I'm mad. So you understand, I'm not mad.
Don't hide it.
Anything I say, you have every right to not agree with me about it. You just don't disrespect me and we're fine. So my son's coming around. He's made leaps and bounds of being able to tell me the things that he doesn't agree with me with. But that always turns into, hey man, that's just the rule of the house. If not, there you go. My daughter, she made leaps and bounds too, but she's never had a problem expressing what the heck's going on. I don't think that's fair. Good for you. You have to go to bed at 8. Waking you up in the morning is a nightmare. Wow.
That was crazy too.
Yeah,
they don't want to wake up, but they don't want to go to sleep.
And then she would look me dead in the face like, I ain't getting no sleep. You ain't getting no sleep. Get your ass up. Like, okay.
Let it be summer.
But we all practice it though.
Okay.
Like, we just, hey man, look, this is exactly how I'm feeling. And then if you don't believe it, maybe have everyone. I don't believe that you're not mad. Okay. What do you want me to tell you? But no, that's what we do though.
What kind of stuff do you practice, and what do you do to make it to where your family feels comfortable to express their emotions in their household?
I just open up and tell them the truth. Ain't no reason in holding it back or hiding, because then I look fake, and I'm against all that. I tell them, be yourself, be real. If you get in trouble for something, then that's probably because you deserved it. But if you just express yourself, then honestly, there's no consequences for you being you at all. They know about everything I do. I go play pool every night to keep myself together, and they know all about that. They let me go. They're fine. But if I would have lied about some stupid shit like that, I'd have questions. I'd have judgment. I'd have so many issues I don't really need, and I don't want them to understand that that's okay. No. Be yourself. The only consequence you'll get is from yourself. I don't care what anybody says. These physical consequences that they be doing, That's man-made, materialistic. I really don't give a shit. But the physical, mental, emotional consequences that you give yourself from holding back and not being yourself, oh, it can damage you. I learned from both aspects. I'm so happy I'm open with him. That my son feels he can talk to me about anything. I want the girls. One just graduated from junior high. You know how scary it is going into high school with a little girl? Man.
Find out a little bit.
Hey, I got to open up to her so she can open up to me if something happens. I don't want her to hide anything
right
from me.
That's right there. Yeah.
As a teenage boy, I hid into a closet because she didn't want to tell her dad about me. You know how terrifying that is from a little boy. And all you hear is the daddy deep voice. Oh, yeah, no.
Closet?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta get out that window.
I couldn't.
I'm gonna say that I agree with both of you guys, because in a sense you both say the same thing. You just want them to be themselves and to speak up and be comfortable speaking, right? Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much what I was gonna say too. I just try to provide an environment to where you can be true to who you are, right? And you can, as long as we're not disrespecting each other, we're not cursing each other out, we're not calling each other out their names, and even with the children, my son not raising their voices, right? You don't have to raise your voice to get your point across.
No, you really don't.
If you talk clearly with conscience, right, and be concise with what you say, then you can get your point across effectively. But most people think that they have to scream and yell, but that's because they probably grew up in an unhealthy household to where that's what they were accustomed to, right? So with those situations, I just think you kind of got to have a little bit of patience and keep having conversations. But you got to, as a man, once again, we're the leaders. So the way that we act, is they're going to be a depiction of the way that we act, right? Now, you do have some of those like spicy women out there who just like to get, but obviously you knew that and you stayed with her, so you might just be into that toxicness. Mm-hmm. But
into the kids,
in a healthy relationship where both people are healthy minded, if you're raising your voice at her, she's going to eventually start raising her voice back at you. Yeah. So if you talk to her with respect, right, and you keep your voice low, then she'll follow suit. She might try to come off aggressive, but naturally she's going to follow your lead because that's why she's with you, because she's a leader. And so she's going to follow your lead and she'll stop yelling. If not, you'll just be quiet. That's what I do. You stop talking.
Let her talk. Let her be happy. You know what?
When you said the spicy one, I've had a few of my
day.
Oh, yeah. We all have.
And ready, and you know me. I love to push a button.
Yep. That's my thing right there. I ain't gonna lie.
As soon as we fight. Boop. I will sit down, crisscross applesauce, have my hands on you like this, and look you dead in the eye and won't show a lick of them. You don't care. No, I'm just listening.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm hanging on every word.
You like the next big movie. Mm-hmm. I want to see what happens next.
Like now that vein is in the middle of your forehead, it's about to burst, and I'm just back there.
Mm-hmm.
Probably on the inside, I'm going to leave later and go Tasmanian devil. But in that moment,
you always pick the next shows.
I don't start saying stuff that be true.
Hey, Sam. So I know you said that your birth father wasn't around, right?
Yeah.
But you did have 3 stepfathers. So what's something you learned from one of those stepfathers that you apply to the way you raise your children today?
Being active in life, whether it's the voice, physical, video, however you do it, be active in their life. Ask questions. Because honestly, growing up hearing that, I didn't think it was true. And I pushed back a lot. But if I'd have kept asking questions, they would have found out a lot more. It's not the fact that I'm pushing them or anything, but I ask my kids questions. They give it up quicker than I do because I'm active. They hear my voice. They know I'm present. They know I know everything up to date, whether I'm there or not. And we come to agreements and communicate. That's the main thing is just we open up and it's not saying we're one big happy family. We all got issues.
Yeah. What about you, Ty? What's something that you learned from your father growing up as a parent, as a man, that you apply to your lifestyle, raising your children now?
It's not necessarily just him, though. It's him and my mother.
But because we're talking about Father's Day here.
I just want to make sure you get credit.
Okay,
it's the whole entire... I'm a blended family. So, there's 6 of us. Technically, there's 6.5. I have an older half sister somewhere, but I grew up being the youngest. My 2 sisters, my 2 brothers, that's what they are. So when I hear the word step, that don't make no sense to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like once you date, if you seriously date somebody with kids, like that's what he taught me. Is like you date somebody with kids, like, and you form a bond. That's your child at that point. If I shot you out or gave birth to you, like it don't matter. Like that's what I learned from both of them, but him too. And it takes a different breed of person to do that. Like these are my kids now. No matter what happened between me and you, my babies.
There's nothing in front of father but father at that point.
Exactly. And that's exactly how my dad is. Like Walton was like, nah, he's my baby. He's my kids. I don't care what the hell's going on.
That's how my adopted dad is now.
Yep.
That's my dad. That's my pop. Nothing else. We grew to look
That's
like each
your daughter.
other.
Yep.
That's so bad. We grew to look like each other.
That's what we were talking about with his daughter.
Yeah. He was like, oh, your daughter look just like you. And like, I need to stop making this joke because like I don't think she likes it. And they're like, you sure? I'm like, that's impossible, but thank you. And I just walk away, just let you think, like, what do you mean by that? And she would kind of look at me like, I don't like when you say that. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's just like, so I apologize for. That's another thing I do too. I will apologize to my kids. Like I don't look at it as like, oh, I'm the adult. Like, my bad. You told me how you felt.
Level of respect.
I can't help it. So I'm like, but luckily she understands me.
Level of respect is ageless.
Exactly. Like luckily she understands her dad and who he is. Like I'm just gonna crack a joke for no reason. She's like, I'm just reminding you that I don't like that particular joke. I'm like, okay.
Shit, my dad like my
for
brother.
me, I would say what I learned from my fathers, because I have a stepfather and then I have my birth father. I think I agree with you, Sam, to be present. Even though the situation I have with my older 2 children, I still choose to be present. You see what I'm saying? Here's the thing, whether my children's mother lets me see them or not, that's neither here nor there. I have to mentally choose to be present still, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's not me not wanting to be there or whatever, right? You see what I'm saying? So I feel like as long as you keep mentally choosing to be there, then all the other stuff that they're gonna say to you kind of doesn't matter, because even if they're the ones keeping you from them, you know that you're still doing what you want, what you need to do to try to be there, right? You're at least showing some kind of effort. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I do that for 2
that's for your mental health, and that's for because I dealt with it for years.
It's painful.
Yeah. I think the other thing that I learned was with the children that you are in their lives to be actively present, right? To even when they don't want you to be there.
You're not pushing, you're not bugging.
And when when they're not your birth children, and they go through a phase where they realize that you're not their father, and then they begin to lash out at you, still choose them.
Yeah,
you're
still their father.
You know what I mean? So that's what I learned. And
kids can say hurtful shit.
Yeah, that's what I learned, was that you just got to keep choosing. I think that's what on both ends. Like I said, I think that as long as you choose to be there and be the adult, then
show them who you really are.
Yeah,
they'll show you the same.
But I think it's my turn to spin the wheel.
Oh yeah,
spin it.
Oh man,
you act like you ain't got a magnet in your hand.
I ain't got no magnet.
What's that?
That would be my phone.
Same question.
You got the same question. Spin it again.
Yeah. I want something new. Mental health and addiction. You gonna break the wheel now, Hercules?
No, that's why I did it with one finger.
Again? No. Spin it for him.
Joking.
Spin it for him.
You landed on it.
He ran on it again.
I got it.
There you go. If you land on it again, I swear to God.
You're not answering nothing.
You just be quiet.
Get the. I'm fine.
Common mental health disorder.
A common mental health disorder?
Oh.
What, you gotta take a gulp for that? What, you gotta take a gulp of water for that? Made you nervous?
I was just hydrated guy. Common mental health disorders. So basically what I think about common mental health disorders, first, I'll just say this. Growing up, I did not understand them. Because not so many people actually I guess you would say, openly talked about it. So you really never heard about somebody having, like a kid having anxiety, depression, any of those kind of things, right? So I think that as much as back then I used to just think that they were soft, right? Then as I got older and I matured up and I realized that no, it's a serious issue and that we all have it, just in different forms. At that moment, then I just said, I was like, okay, well, I'm just glad that people at least are talking about it. They're at least saying that they're admitting that they have it. Because we have a lot of people now who throw the words out, anxiety, depression, and all that kind of stuff. And so at least they're saying it. I think that the rest, we just have to be more aware about it and do something about it. You see what I'm saying? Do something as their friends. Have positive people in your life. Like you two guys are positive people in our lives. And just have people who are real around you. I think a lot of times we have fake people around us because fake people sometimes give off the most love, like outward love, show love.
So they can receive it back.
And so real people, they just stand by you.
Good or bad.
You see what I'm saying? Like they might not say nothing, but like if I know that if I have an issue, I know for a fact I can pick up the phone and call Ty. And he'll at least be there to listen to me and help me figure out a solution. And then he's gonna crack like 16 jokes. He's gonna say,
as soon as I know you okay, I'm like, all right, now here's the jokes I was banking the whole time.
Exactly. But before we get out of here, if you can, just do me a favor. Give a shout out to somebody who you want to wish Happy Father's Day to. Go ahead, Sam.
Happy Father's Day to my dad, Rozelle. He took care of me all my life, pretty much. And my kids, because y'all better get something good.
This is crazy. Go ahead. Ty, I'll let you get that one. I'm going to skip you.
You composure, my bad.
Big happy Father's Day to, first and foremost, to my stepfather, Tony Durham. Love you. Thank you for everything you did for me, for my life, throughout my life, taking care of me, helping me become somewhat of the man I am today. Then also happy Father's Day to my biological father. Appreciate you bringing me into this world. I appreciate the guidance that you have given me. The learning curve that you provided for me, and your efforts that you put in today. As long as we're still breathing, we still have a chance. So I appreciate you.
Obviously, I want to wish a happy Father's Day to my father, Dwayne Love, and then to all the fathers out there who actually put us in a good light, who don't listen to the echo chambers, and like Sam and you've been saying this whole entire time, being president, showing up, man, like that is beyond important. So happy Father's Day to y'all. Keep it up.
All right, happy Father's Day to everybody who's tuning in. I appreciate you guys for coming on today. And happy Father's Day to you both. And I hope you guys enjoy your Father's Day. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop a comment on what you think about this. And make sure you also tell each one of my brothers to my left and my right that happy Father's Day as well. Follow the podcast, like the podcast, follow us on Instagram at @MinorItYemotions_VDP, and on TikTok at @MinorItYemotions the podcast. Y'all be blessed and happy Father's Day.